Hi, y'all. I'm Rick Adam. This is my fiance, Sarah. This is my friend and his lovely associate, aka spouse, Sarah, and DJ. And this is my introduction speech, first one. So let's have fun.
Where are you from?
Earth. I'm just kidding. I'm from originally from Oregon. Moved here to Texas in 2000, right after I got out of basic training in AIT, and pretty much lived in quite a few cities here around Texas.
What are your hobbies?
My hobbies include anything outdoors. Can't sit still. Got to be able to work. Fishing, hunting, sports, coaching. Mm, pretty much anything outside.
What is your major?
Teaching. Man, I can't wait to teach.
What are your life what are your life's or career goals?
My life, career, goals. Well, let's see here. I did 12 years military, which I thought was a pretty good part of my life. Um, Career goals would be to be successful, of course, that's everybody's goal. But to be a teacher, but mostly a coach. I don't really care if it's high school or college, whatever the case may be, as long as I get to coach. Any sport, it really doesn't matter. Baseball, pretty much the biggest one, though.
How long will it take for you to accomplish these goals?
Roundabout estimate about 3.5 years if I go through summer. It'll take me about 3.5 years to get my bachelor's. As far as getting to a head coach position, uh, it can take anywhere from 5, 8 years. Depends on if there's openings or not, and if I qualify.
What motivated you to pursue your education?
Well, that's easy. See, I used to be in this field called labor, and I used to be a diesel mechanic, which I went to school last year for about a year. Got a really good job, and my fiance decided she was going to have a wonderful time and take me to Hawaii. And when I came back, they fired me. So, not dealing with stupid people was pretty much my motivation.
What difficulties do you anticipate while completing your education?
Difficulties. Well, I have 70% PTSD, which I don't like large crowds. I don't like being in the center of attention, especially like right now. I just don't like it. But it is one of those things where I have to put myself into those situations to overcome the things that I do not like to get where I want to be. As in, like asking my fiance to marry me at Disney World right after the parade in front of tons of people. I went way out of my comfort zone. And here's my service dog right here, Roxy. Ruff. She said hi.
Um, why do you continue in spite of the difficulties?
Well,
Rox, Rox,
She's like, no.
she's right now. Okay. Come on.
the one time you want her to.
All right.
Why do you continue in spite of the difficulties?
Well, I'm the type of person that I enjoy challenges. So if it's something that I don't like, then it's definitely something that is a challenge to me. But just like being in front of crowds, center of attention, being around a bunch of people that I don't know, especially being deployed, is one of the biggest things because it has a huge impact on my behavior around a lot of people. And you're not going to get through any of that unless you put yourself in those situations. And if you do it slowly, you work yourself up to where you can get past those difficulties.
What are your thoughts about speech class?
I hate it. I hate it tremendously, but it is part of the curriculum that I have to do to get my degree, and it's also a difficulty, but it's not that bad.
Recall a time you were afraid to give a speech. What was it for?
I've got quite a few, but the one that really sticks out is being in the military. I had to train higher ups on weapon systems and everything else, and it's not really much of a speech, but it more like a class. But you're still in the center of attention. You're still having to prepare everything that you have to say and make sure that you have everything covered, because higher ups, they have the experience, including officers. They have the education to where they're going to test you and make sure that you know what you're talking about and everything else. So that was probably one of the biggest ones that I didn't like, but I succeeded pretty well.
Okay.
And this concludes my speech for this class, and I hope you enjoy it. And we will sign off. Bye.